Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Christopher and it's the end of another month, so that means it's time to see all the stuff that I picked up and added to my collection throughout the month of October 2024. So let's start with Funko Pops, because I got a bunch of Funko Pops this month, and all the Funko Pops you see in this haul video, I will be doing reviews on all of them, so stay tuned for all of those. But starting off with the first Funko Pops I picked up, which is the Anakin Skywalker, or it's labeled as Darth Vader First Appearance, which I guess technically is right, because this is the first time we see Anakin Skywalker as Darth Vader when he's fighting Obi-Wan Kenobi on Mustafar. So this is the Funko Pop from the Dark Side wave of Funko Pops. This is number 743, and it has Anakin, aka Darth Vader, on the droid, the little lava droid there, as he's dueling with Obi-Wan Kenobi. So I'm really hoping we get an Obi-Wan Kenobi Funko Pop to match this one, and you know, this looks like a great pop, so I will be doing a review on this one. As I mentioned, I'll be doing reviews on all of these Funko Pops, so stay tuned for all of those. But that's the first Funko Pop I picked up. Continuing on with the Dark Side wave, I got the other three common Star Wars Funko Pops. So we got Emperor Palpatine, number 738. We got Darth Maul, number 740, and Count Dooku, number 744. And these ones are ones that look, they just look awesome. These Funko Pops in this Dark Side wave, they look incredible. The Emperor Palpatine is going to be a replacement for the one that came in that 3-pack with Tarful and the Utapau Trooper. This Darth Maul is one that's from the end of Solo: A Star Wars Story, and then the Dooku. I don't have an actual Dooku in my collection that's from Attack of the Clones. I have like the Red Saber series, which is close enough, but it's not like based off of any movie. And then I have the one that came in the 2-pack with Anakin Skywalker from the Clone Wars, but I don't actually have a Dooku from Episode 2. So this one is this Dooku represents the Dooku from Attack of the Clones, which is very cool. So I'm excited to add these all to the collection, and as I mentioned, they all look incredible, as you can see from in the packaging. And again, stay tuned for the reviews on these, because I will be doing those shortly. Next up, I had to finish this wave off, the Fett Legacy wave of Funko Pop. So I did pick up earlier the Boba Fett from Empire Strikes Back, number 735. So to complete that set, we have Boba Fett from the Book of Boba Fett, or actually I think he's from The Mandalorian actually, so it's number 734, with the rocket firing, the knee rockets is what I'm trying to say here. And then the young Boba Fett from Attack of the Clones, and then a Jango Fett from Attack of the Clones. And these Fett Legacy ones are just so incredibly done, and I love how each and every one of these Fett characters have a different base, like not your typical black base. So I really like that. I really wish Funko would do that with all of the characters. It would be a nice little touch to just make the Star Wars Funkos that much better, because the plain black bases kind of get tiresome after a little while. But yeah, these ones all have a different base, which is very, very cool. And again, stay tuned for the reviews on these, because they will be coming very, very soon. And the last Funko Pop I picked up is the Kylo Ren, the NYCC exclusive. Not the NYCC exclusive, but the shared convention exclusive for NYCC. And it is the Kylo Ren Supreme Leader. And I've already done a review on this one, so go check that out. I do have a couple issues with this one, but overall it's a very cool pop to add to the collection. And out of the box, this is one that you have to have out of the box, just because of all the details that are in this, or on this character. Just go check out the review. The review is up on the channel now, so definitely check that out. But that's the last Funko Pop I picked up this past month. And then moving on to some figures that my wife picked up for me this past month. So she got me a few of the Star Wars Mission Fleet figures here, and I do have some of these already. I have a couple of the vehicles, so I think I have the Darth Vader TIE Fighter, I have the Razor Crest, I have the Slave One, and I think that might be it for the vehicles with the figures. And then I have a few of these smaller, just individual figures. So my wife picked these up at a local Dollarama here in Canada, which these usually go for like, I don't know, like just under $5, I believe, is what these go for. So that's a really good deal if you're up here in Canada and you you do like the Star Wars Mission Fleet figures. But my wife picked me up the Boba Fett, which I do have already. I did a review on the channel, so check that out. So that might go towards a giveaway, possibly. We'll see. Next, she got me the Dark Trooper again, which I did do a review on. But this one I think I might keep just because the Dark Trooper is one of my favorite new characters that came out of the Mandalorian series, and having two of them on my shelf, I wouldn't complain about. So I'm probably gonna set that on a shelf with my other Dark Trooper, and then my wife also got me the Stormtrooper Mission Fleet figure, which this one I don't have, so I will be doing a review on the channel soon, so stay tuned for that. And lastly, let's jump into the stuff that I picked up at Edmonton Collector Con when I went a couple weeks ago, because I picked up a few things there. I didn't show them off in my Edmonton Collector Con video. I purposely left them out so you guys could watch this video and see what I picked up from there. So starting with the first thing, which came in this little black box here. So this was on display. I saw this at one of the vendor tables. It is the medallion from A New Hope, at the end of A New Hope, that Leia gives Han and Luke, and should have given Chewie back then. Like, come on, Leia. But this thing is very, very cool. It's actually, you know, actual metal. I'm not sure what kind of metal, but it is actual metal. It has the full strap on here. So yeah, that's very, very cool. It's a nice little prop piece for my collection. I'm not sure how I'm going to display this yet. I might just get like a some sort of stand and have it on display somewhat like this, possibly. But that's the first piece I picked up from Edmonton Collector Con. Next, I picked up a couple of figures that I don't have, or statues that I don't have in the collection yet. These are the Luke and Leia artifacts statues, I believe. Kotobukiya artifacts statues, I believe, is what they are. So they're just statues that kind of snap together, so their limbs and heads, they come in pieces pretty much when you get these things, apparently. I've never, like I said, I've never had one in the collection before. So yeah, these are things when you get them, you snap their heads and their limbs and stuff like that, and their accessories together. But they're extremely detailed. So there's the Princess Leia there, which is extremely detailed. Like it looks exactly like Carrie Fisher. Such a beautiful sculpt. And then there's the Luke Skywalker one, again, looking just like Mark Hamill, a young Mark Hamill, looking great. And as I mentioned, like the limbs and stuff come off. So as well, like these figures have magnets in their feet, and the base has got some metal in it, so they just kind of sit in place. They're held in place with the magnets, which is cool. But like I mentioned, their limbs come off here, and the Luke Skywalker one actually has a second set of limbs and a lightsaber, so you can replace the blaster with a lightsaber. Which, when you do that, this is how Luke Skywalker looks with the lightsaber in the arm there. So you switch the limbs there. So you got two arms for Luke Skywalker, which is cool. So that's how he looks there. I think I might display him with the lightsaber. I think I kind of like him with the lightsaber a little bit better. I mean, when you think of Luke Skywalker, that's kind of how you think of him. But that's pretty cool. I do like how that looks. And like I said, these are going to display very well with some of my other, not statues, I guess statues, in my opinion, the Star Wars Unleashed figures, which I think are statues. These are about the same scale, so these are going to display well in my display with those figures. Speaking of which, I did pick up one Star Wars Unleashed figure at the Edmonton Collector Con, which was the Shock Clone Trooper, and this guy I got an incredible deal on. So this was loose like this, but complete. So it has like the base, it has the blaster in hand, and incredible pose. Some really, really great detailing. He's on I think what's supposed to be the rocks on Mustafar there. So he looks incredibly well done. And yeah, this guy I got a great deal on. I got him for $5 at the Collector Con, which, yeah, I think that's an incredible deal for this guy. And like I said, like these artifacts figures are roughly the same scale as these guys, so I think they're all going to display very well on the same shelf in my collection here. So that is all I picked up for the month of October 2024. Let me know which item was your favorite down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and then click to watch one of my other reviews. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you.